What's up, guys? Welcome back to the second last episode of the PHP Object Oriented CRUD tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to finish things up by creating helper function and setting up routes. By the end of this lesson, you will have fully functional mini MVC framework for prod application in PHP. So now let's get started. Alright, so make sure you have inside the function.php file, and here we will start our function. In this function, we are escaping the HTML entities so we can prevent the cross-site scripting attacks and make sure that our app is secure. Then after this function, we will create the redirect function. This is a simple helper to redirect user after action like creating, updating, or deleting. Instead of writing headers everywhere, we can just use this function. Now, if we go to the product controller and look for the redirect, you can see the error is gone. Next, we will create the set flash function, which create a flash message. For example, the product created successfully when we create a product. So it will show that message in our front end. Now, if we check the product controller, we don't have any error anymore. Next, we will create the verify CSRF. So this function will generate a secure CSRF token by using random bytes, and the token will be stored inside the session. And we will also include this token inside forms. Alright, so after that we will create the verify CSRF. This will check whether the submitted token match to the one in the session or not. It will also protect our app from cross-site request attacks. Alright, so I think we are done for this file. We have CSRF token, set flash function, and redirect. Now, if we go to the product controller, we don't see any error here and also here. And we have one error at the top. So we need to fix that because we are not returning anything from this method. So let's return the empty array. Now the error is gone. Now let me check the product controller once again so we double check everything. And I think everything looks fine. Next we will work on the template. So inside the header I have already write all the codes for the HTML template. We have created the Bootstrap CSS using CDN link. We have the nav bar with the product logo, and also we have the anchor tag for the creating new products. And inside the container we are getting the flash messages, but we have the error inside the get flash function. So we need to create that function because it is undefined. So let's go to the function.php, and yeah, here we did not create that function. So we have a message inside the global variable session, and we will get the message from there. So if the session is not empty, then it's gonna show us the message. And after displaying the message, we will unset the session. We also need to return this. Alright, so we have the get flash function. Next, we will work on our routes. So for that, we have to go to the index.php, and here I will connect the model, which is our product model. I will create the object of this class and assign that to the product model variable. And we will also pass the connection as a parameter. We also need to connect our controller. Alright, so we are passing the product model as a parameter to product controller. Next, we will create the routes. So first we will check the action. And then I will create the switch statement. And pass the action to switch. So based on the action, we will call the write controller method. If we have no action, it will give us the default to the index. And if the action is invalid, then we will return the 404 page. I will copy this and create different cases for the different actions. Alright, so we have created our routes and now next we will check this in a browser. So let me refresh and we got the error. It's inside the product.php. What is the error? Undeclared variable. So let's fix this. Let's go to the product.php. Inside here, let's find the undefined variable in this line. Let me retype and let me change the codes. So make sure that your SQL query is inside the double quotes. Sometimes the single quotes give us error just like that. So now it's reading the variables and we got the another error. So now we have to fix this. It's a created 8. Let's fix here and we need to check for the others. I think we don't have more created 8 and now we don't have the error. So that's mean that our routes is working fine and our product and controller is also working fine. So in the last video, we will be working on our template. So I will see you in the next video.